guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, one very unfortunate circumstance, or you can situation, sometimes NRIs and OCIs encounter is that property disputes in India while they are abroad. So I'm going to discuss how to handle property disputes in India while living abroad. So this I won't say it's not common because it's increasing now, but yeah, we have to deal with it. So guys, many people living abroad, invest in property in India, or they inherit land, house, or plot from ancestors. But once you are outside India, handling property disputes becomes very difficult. Sometimes relatives take control, sometimes tenants refuse to leave or pay, sometimes illegal constructions happen on the lands you own. So today I'll explain how to handle property disputes in India while living abroad, what precautions to take and what legal options you have. Just want to clarify guys that it's not a legal advice, it's my personal research, and if you take anything out of this, you do it at your own risk. So guys, why property disputes are common for people those who don't live in India? Because owners are not physically present, relatives sometimes misuse your trust, your documentation could have been outdated, inheritance is unclear and disputable, property values increase rapidly, and that's why people greed comes forward. So when money is involved, even strong family relationships shake. Now coming to the most common types of dispute. Illegal possession by relatives. A relative starts living there and claims ownership later. Tenant refuses to vacate or pay. Okay. Fake documents. Somebody can create fake sale deed or power of attorney and can get hand in glove with some authorities. There are issues with inheritance, brothers, sisters, uncle, cousins fight for a share. There are boundary disputes, right? So very first step is verify ownership. Before doing anything, verify your document and always have them handy. This includes sale deed, gift deed, partition deed, mutation records, property tax receipts, water, utility bills. And also confirm the property is in your name legally. If not, update the records immediately. Get encumbrance certificate. Encumbrance certificate shows whether property has any loans or legal issues. NRIs should regularly check encumbrance records to ensure no legal sale or mortgage has been done. Use a very trusted lawyer in India. Do not depend on relatives or their references. Hire a lawyer who deals specifically with property disputes, civil litigation, most importantly, NRI property cases. Always verify lawyer credentials and reputation. Communicate through email for written proof. When you are using power of attorney, use very carefully. Because you give it to your trusted relative, so it's risky because it can be misused. Property can be sold illegally. So if you must give power of attorney, get limited purpose power of attorney. Avoid general power of attorney. Keep expiry date and register POA properly. And choose someone who is really trustable. Okay. In case there is a problem, a fraud has happened, if someone has forged document or illegally occupied property, file a complaint. But understand one thing, that legal processes take time in India, especially with such a huge population. But still, it's gonna, if you file a first information report or FIR, it acts as a legal proof. Okay. Now you can consider mediation too. Sometimes disputes can be resolved through family settlement, mediation, arbitration. Court is expensive and slow, no doubt. So try to settle the issues peacefully. If you have some more senior family members who can mediate and solve the issue, if the issue is with your neighbor, if you can talk to them and get the problem resolved. It's very important that you keep your property under monitoring. Monitor it regularly. Hire property management company if possible. Always stay in touch with neighbors. Visit whenever you are going there. Bills and all must be paid regularly. Okay. Never ignore your property for long. So I understand these are stressful, and especially for those who are not living in India. So always keep your documents updated. Monitoring should be on. and take quick legal action if you are a victim of this, if you want to protect your investment. So thanks for watching this, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.